Nasty over here at Epic Guitar Instruction. How you doing? This is going to be a fun lesson today. We're going to do Holy Diver, but we're going to work on Killswitch Engage's version, which is extremely popular. A lot of people go to this kind of right away these days just because they did such a wonderful version of it, paid homage to a great legend, and we're going to dig it. We're going to have some fun. I got to say, I'm in drop D, and when they play this song, they are actually in drop C. So we can learn it really easily this way, and if you've got another guitar at home, you can tune it and jam along with the record. This is fast, convenient, and easy to do. We're going to have a good time. We're just going to drop tune one low string, and away we go. So taking a look at Holy Diver, the way that we're going to start off, it's a pivoting riff off the low string, and we all know it. If we're a guitar player, it's fun to play. So I'm going to turn to the right so we can see how we execute this best with downstrokes. Fun riff to play. We're talking about the D. We're going from the 5th fret. 5, 7, 8, 5, 5, 5, 7, 8, 3. So we'll talk about where we could play that. We have a power chord on our D here. We can go from D to C and back this way. Take it in this position where we're going to be playing a power chord in the effect of, since we are detuned, we're covering these two low strings. The harmony to that is, so we're going to talk about the 3rd fret. That's going to be 3, 5, and 7, and then we're going to execute that as we did in the same timing, and we're going to go down to the 2nd fret for that harmony. Then you go back to the same chord. So that's going to cover you with the way that they play that first initial theme. It's good to get the pinches in there the best way that you can. You can almost have some half pinch harmonics in there. Good amount of vibrato. There's going to be a lot of squeals going down on 12 in this song. We can practice them by using this song, so that'll be kind of cool. Going into the verse, what we're going to do is we're going to hold one finger on this A note, kind of replicating a D chord in this position, but we're going to be chugging off of this low string. We're going to go to a B flat power chord, but we're going to suspend it. Now, we can suspend it even cooler on the 8th fret by adding our pinky on 10 on the 4th string. So if I do that in context, and I can go back down that way, or I can go pretty straight ahead. This B flat suspended, communicating in standard tuning. Open strum, back to the riff. Going back into it again. Ahead as we go through this. Now, I want to talk about some of the variation that does happen rhythmically within that, and then we're going to talk about the cool breaks and harmonies that happen in the song. Second verse, there is a lick that goes like this. Kind of a pentatonic oriented approach. Since we're in D, we're going to be playing out of D pentatonic, and I'm going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that pinky out there. Big old bend. Any variation of that is going to put you in the ballpark of the tune. And you're back in. actually goes up to the C in that pre-chorus. So we go back to the riff, and it goes into this kind of broken up part where we're going to have. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to turn this way, and understanding, of course, like I did this intentionally on a Telecaster, so you could see that any guitar, single coil, whatever, just a little bit of distortion, standard tuning, detuned. You can have fun and play these things. I'm going to cross pick. Now I can cross pick over both. And then there's going to be a riff that happens there, but what I wanted to talk about is how I'm really muting that and choking it out. And here's my riff. This is Adam D's part, actually, I should say. So we're going, look at that stretch, 7 to 8. Same riff. So that's kind of cool, really easy to understand. It's going to go back into a verse again. The next verse coming up is going to have a little bit of a triplet feel in there. So, but everything functions the same way, and I got to make sure and incorporate that. So the variations that happen are all based off of the verse and the open string work that happens prior to hitting the B flat and playing through the rest of it. So, or giving your riff. Right? Or we're going to have the gallop in there, or we're going to have the breakdown with the harmony part. So if you follow that guideline, you'll make it through the tune really, really easy and have no problem. Let's talk about the solo, because I want to teach you both of the sections of the solo, and we'll be able to move through that pretty quickly. And we'll start with the chord stabs that first initially happen during the first section of the solo. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go C to D, and that's where this lick comes in. So looking at that, I'm going to take a classic blues bend. We can even pull off there. Then from there, we're going to have another chord stab that goes F to D. Of course, this is what Adam D's playing. He's doing all this part. And then we have this part. There's a cool solo. In context, we have. Now I'm going to rake into that with a dry hand here, or this is going to be dead notes. Climbing up in thirds. I'm just going to go slow so you can watch the video at your own leisure. And a big bend on 19. So we have. If you bend 20, you don't have to bend as hard. And you're going to come up on 20 to 15 and then on 17. So let's take a look at this. We're going to start with the first part of the solo. Climbing up. So going back here, we're going to take a look at what those stabs are, and then we're going to finish off the solo. So it's kind of cool. We're doing two parts at one time here. So again, those stabs are C to D. I'll even hum the solo for you. You're going F to D, then you have two Ds. You go F to D, and then I'm going to do a stretch. So those are your stabs. Take a look at the solo that happens while that's going on. Play it again one more time. Playing this slow, I'm going to go into a D minor arpeggio. Look at this. takes you right into Adam D's solo now. Adam D's solo starts off. That one's kind of fun because you can take a look at this and you can go. Get kind of aggressive with this up and down motion off of this third string. You can double it up. Big bend. Now he plays, I've seen a couple different versions of this, but he gets into... And we have a little bit of... So the variations of that slow. Just kind of broad stroking through the solo. I don't mean to be moving too quickly, but I just want to point out the techniques that are in this. So you can kind of work on them in your own leisure. Because there's so many nice things that we learn from other people's tunes, like this lick right here. Check this out, he's on 10 on the second string. He's going up to 14. Just dissonant and weird, but I don't want to skip over it too quick. Just fun melodies and things like that we can play that are... You know, all of this stuff is based out of D minor, and he ends it with a nice little single note line where we're going to stick to the scale of D minor, right? So if we want to think about that really, really easily, what we want to do is we could just find it on one string and work our way up as we go through all of these things. So now D minor is also the same as F. And, you know, I'm going to take this time to actually give you a little bit more assistance here and kind of step back and talk about things that we like to offer for free that will give you help along the way in the video. And I'm kind of thinking of that as I'm talking about these scales and keys and things. So in the description box below, we offer some free information that will help guide you through learning some of this lead work. And all you got to do is just click on that description box, and Dave put together a great PDF and free video that gives you all the scales and diagrams that you could ever possibly want. And it'll help you as we go through this stuff and I start talking about maybe relative minor or any of these scales, because we're just learning a song and we just want to make it as easy as possible. While we learn these things, we want to give you as much helpful free stuff as we can. So just click on that link below and that'll guide you through this. So what I was talking about was thinking of things in this way. And you can start to see that how they all pull together. So when you learn these scales, in this case, if you see any of those cool scales out of there, put them on an F note, play the D minor scale over, and you're going to open up new doors and new horizons for yourself, all by learning other people's songs. And I think that's one thing that's fun about offering these things here at the site, is that you're learning these other people's songs and you're getting their riffs, educating yourself at the same time with some free information. You can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to continue on because we have a cool harmony part and then we're done. That's pretty much it. So coming out of the solo, we have this section, and this is done in harmony. So this lick's slow. I'm going from 5 to 6. And then on that second string, of course, that was 8, 6, and 5, going down to 7. Stopping, and repeating. And the harmony to that takes place up here on the 8th and 10th fret. And I'm going to play 11, 10, and 8, and I'm going to finish on the 10th fret, 3rd string. And this is the low part, of course. So we have these two cool harmony parts that we can put together, and we've got the song, we've got the solo. This is all fun stuff. We're doing pinches on a telly with single coil, so you don't need a lot to achieve these tunes. And again, we're working out of a standard tuning. That's what we want to think of, just drop D. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching the video and hanging with me while we do this. Epic Guitar Instruction, please subscribe to the channel, click the like button, leave us a comment, give me some requests. I'm here for you. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.